There's magic in Bristol, and Top Hat Magic Supply is behind it. If we're lucky, maybe Dave Vault will reveal some of its secrets.
Top Hat Magic Supply, located at 28 6th Street in Bristol, Tennessee, right down from a post office. We specialize in beginner magic to professional. And if you are interested in becoming a magician, there's levels just like the first grade, second grade, third grade. But we start you out with something that we call kind of self-working tricks. They pretty much work themselves and you just operate them. But there's the rising wand, the coloring book, the pen and penny illusion like that. Small things that are easy to carry around with you in your pocket called hot rod. Some of the coin tricks are really, really simple to do. As a matter of fact, one of the best coin tricks I've ever seen built is built here in Bristol. And it's really a great trick. There's 3 tricks you can do with it. It's called the 3 to 2 coin. I enjoy promoting Bristol any way that I possibly can. There's a lot going on here, a lot of talent in this area. So anything that we can do, which with the festivals going on, I don't sometimes do it personally, but I've got other people that work for me that does magic, kids specialize in kids magic, close-up magic, and things like that, or even balloon sculpturing. And we work with the city or the organizations if they're having a special event here in Bristol. We opened this store 13 years ago, almost 14 years ago, 14 years this month. Years ago, my uncle started teaching me card tricks, and I fell in love with it. So after he taught me all the card tricks he could possibly teach me, he started taking me to the public library, where there's a lot of magic books in the public library. So we started learning that. In the back of some of those books, there was listings of magic shops all over the United States. And I'm talking a few years back, okay? So I wrote to those. They sent me a catalog. And when you read about a trick, if you really like it, you order it. The only problem was, if it was not very good, it was yours anyway. You couldn't send it back. I wasted a lot of money. I'm telling you I did. The magic started out as a hobby, and I had no idea it would turn into a full-time profession. Several years ago, I got my first professional job on the cruise ships out of Miami, Florida. And I stayed there about 6 years. And then I got off the ships and came back to Bristol and started building the show. We went on the road for 21 years and still doing magic as a living, but we don't venture out as far as we used to. In 1982, I was part of filming the Escape from the Exploding Building with David Copperfield in Charlotte, North Carolina. We've worked with several big names in magic that no one here would probably recognize. But Lance Burton is one at conventions. Harry Blackstone Jr., that was over in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And Bev Bergeron, which is, he's better known as the clown that was on Mark Wilson's Magic Jubilee, I think they called it Magic Jubilee, years ago. One of my favorite magicians was Harry Blackstone Jr. At the present time, my favorite magician is Terry Evanswood. I've been asked what was my favorite trick many, many times, and that is so hard to come up with. There's several of them that I really like. Probably my favorite illusion is metamorphosis, and that's where you handcuff your assistant, put her in a mail bag and tie it over her head, put her in a trunk, put the lid on the trunk, chain it and padlock it. And then I stand on top of the trunk, raise the curtain up and say, don't blink or you might miss the magic. Throw the curtain up. When the curtain falls, she's on top of the trunk. They take the lid off and I'm inside the bag handcuffed. If you'd really like to get into magic, what I'm trying to promote here is we try to bring out the kid side of everybody and make it known that we can actually bring out the magic right here in the shop and teach you how to do it. Like, this is something we've all played with. It's bubbles. And I hope that when you come in, you'll see something like this live, and you can catch one that way.